everyone, welcome back to this video. So as I've already announced that I'm gonna make a video related to this particular topic, that is some smart English word for your daily use. So I come up with this particular video, and with the help of this video I will try my best to make you understand, and I will also give you some situations so that you will be able to recognize that how you can implement these words in your daily use. So without any further delay, let's just begin. Hi. So let's just discuss this particular topic. Okay, the first was this fabulous, right? So we use this fabulous word in so many cases. Like I am giving you a situation, as I've already told that I will try to make you understand by giving you a situation. Okay, like if you are working at your at company or working in a company and your colleague got a promotion by doing some good work, like he did a very good work in his office and he was getting a lot of praise, so you went to him and told him that you did a fabulous work. Now fabulous is quite outdated, right? We are using that fabulous word like we are aware of this word, and it looks so orthodoxial, right? So what else we can say on behalf of this? The first word that we can use is legendary. That means your work was so legendary, you did a legendary job, it was remarkable. Like the second word is remarkable, like your work was so remarkable. You can use this kind of words in some other cases, like you were having if you have watched a movie and there was an actor whom you actually liked, so what you will say to others, that that particular heroine or hero did a remarkable job, she was literally a fabulous girl. Yeah, you can say like that. Third is amazing. We are also aware of this thing, but I thought that I should put this so that you will be very much of sure about this particular word. So yeah, last one is marvelous. That means this particular work was so marvelous, and I'm just spellbounded with this. So you can use this kind of word in such a ways. So yeah, now the next word is now the next word is generous. Like I'm again giving you a situation, and the situation is that if you're having a teacher, that she was having a generous personality. Like if you're having a teacher, she used to teach you some subject, and she used to teach like with her own heart, with all her heart and with all her knowledge and skills that she have. So what you'll say, that that particular teacher is so generous to me, she always teach me whatever I needed, and she helps me a lot. Okay, so what else you can say on behalf of this? The first word is liberal. Liberal is quite fascinating, you will get interest. Like it is quite different word, it sounds really good, so you can use these words on behalf of generous. Second is benevolent. Now the benny word, when this root comes benny, then the entire word become positive, which is beautiful. That means we can use this particular word benny. Okay, so we can also use this unselfish. Like what we, to whom we call generous, we call generous to a person who is not that much of self-centered, selfish. They are very generous, they are very down to earth towards you. That's why we call them generous, right? So that's how you can call them unselfish also. Next is hospitable. Like that particular person is generous, she is helping you a lot, and you can use this word like hospitable. Now the next word is beautiful. Like we use these words without knowing anything, like if some beautiful voice, like she sings very well, so if we can use beautiful, we can use some other words on behalf of this. Now what are these words? The first is gorgeous, like we say all the time. Second is magnificent. Now this is something different, you can say her or him that it was so magnificent, means this was so beautiful or magnificent. Next is dazzling. Next is brilliant. We can also use brilliant word on behalf of beautiful, because it is quite similar to this both the sentences, right? And next is grand. This was so grand, right? Now the next word is genuine. Now genuine is also that again I'm giving you a situation that you went to a jewelry shop and you have seen that there is a gold present over there, like my mom, even my parents go there, and they have that kind of ability to rectify that which gold is real and which gold is not that much of genuine. Okay, so they have that much of capacity that they are able to rectify those things. So they say that okay, this particular gold is genuine, if I'll buy that, it would be profitable. And this gold or silver or any metal is not that much of genuine because it carries a lot of extra metal mixed with it, so it is not that much of genuine, so I will not consider it otherwise. So at in that case you can use words like genuine. What else we can say? That it is authentic. You are having something unique inside yourself, like in your personality there is something unique which is which makes you different from the others. On that case you can use words like authentic. Next is real, like something is so real and you truly liked that. Same case happens with the genuine, you can use real on behalf of genuine. Next is original and authentic. Real. Okay, now the last is creative. You can also use creative on behalf of genuine, it also sounds so similar. Okay, now intrinsic, fundamental, inherent. Okay, so these are the words that you can use on behalf of genuine. See, there are a lot of stock of words which is present all around us and we're not able to rectify or recognize that. Okay, so we need to start this particular skill to rectify the things, to learn something new, right? Now the next is fluctuate. Like we are having some of online classes, like we are not going to our colleges. We used to do classes in our phone or in our laptop, in tablet, in so many things, but in online way, right? So like the video is not clear if the video is not that much of visible. So what you will say that, ma'am or sir, that video is fluctuating, that means it is so deviating. Now, fluctuate can also have a lot of synonyms with it. You can say some other words on behalf of fluctuate, because a lot of students are using this word fluctuate because it is not that much of possible for teachers to to teach them in an online way, and it should be so smooth. It is not that much of smooth. It might happen that you are having a very less net connection, and that teacher whom you are talking to, even she can also have a very less net connection. On that case this problem fluctuation happens. So you can use these words like fluctuate, deviate, deflect, and facilitate, vary, deviate. These words you can use on behalf of fluctuate. Like, ma'am, your video is so fluctuating, and your sound is fluctuating, I can barely hear your voice. So these are the words that you can use, and it looks so amazing and captivating, I'm telling you guys. And keep this in your mind that you're not saying or telling all these things to impress people or to gain attention. You are doing all these things to live a rich intellectual life, right? So now the next word is fluent. Like this is the most absolute word that I want to say. I'm giving you a situation. Now, if you have seen someone that she's having a very good personality and she's fluent in some particular language. Now, don't consider me because I'm not fluent that much in what language I'm saying. Like, I'm giving an example. When I was in my school days, I'm having a teacher and she was literally means literally she was fluent in English, and she knows a lot more languages, and I was so fascinated by her. She is just like my inspiration. Like, I always try to learn some new skills from her. So I can consider her as a fluent lady, as a fluent speaker. You can use words like glib, smooth. It is so short words, right? And it sounds really good. That's why I've took this particular word. Now, fast, valuable, smooth, and glib. Okay, so you can use these words on behalf of fluent. Next word is important. We use this important words all the time, means all the time. If you are a student, you used to tell to their friends that this particular question is so important and it is going to come in your examination. If you are an educator or a teacher, you used to say that, children, just learn this particular question or learn this particular thing or read this particular thing. This section is very important, right? We use this word important in so casual ways. Like, now what else we can say on behalf of important? There are a lot of words which you can use on behalf of important. The first and very common word is essential. Like if you belong to science background, you're aware of this particular word essential, because in biology there are a lot of things written, and there are a lot of terms which is mentioned by this particular word essential. Next is evident, which means which is so evident, so obvious. Okay, expedient, obvious, apparent, indispensable, requisite, unavoidable, and many more. I have used only little word to make you understand. Okay, now the next word is mutual. Like I am telling you that you have heard this mutual so many places, that you have seen mutual funds, you have heard mutual friends, you have heard a lot more like that. One day I'm giving you an example. Like my sister asked me, she opened a Facebook account and she have seen that there are a lot of friend who is mutual with that particular person. Like someone have sent her a friend request, and there is an option that she is her mutual friend. She asked me what this word mutual means. Like most of us have this query when we are aware of this social electronic media. So I told her that mutual particularly means joint. Like you both are connected with this particular person or particular individual. Okay, what else I can say on behalf of mutual? First is joint, identical, correlative, reciprocal. You can use these words on behalf of mutual, and that would be so appropriate, I would say. So these are the words that you can use on behalf of mutual. Next word is awkward. We use this word all the time, and like if you went outside or there is someone whom you don't like, you used to say that it was such a awkward moment that I have spent with her or him, right? So what else I can say? I can say clumsy, ungainly, ponderous, raw, and many more. Next is attract. Now this is the most important word. Like attract, if you are a science student, then you are known to this, that opposite poles attract each other. Now what this word attract means something which is holding you, which is forcing you to come on that way. Like gravitation, if you say gravitation is also a kind of force of attraction by the earth, right? So attract, what else we can say on behalf of this? Like looks, sorry, or the words like captivative, imprisonment, confined, apparent, restraint. Okay, we can use this kind of words. Look at these words. These words are so fascinating, and it is going to put an impact on some person's mind if you say this kind of word in front of them. Can you imagine that? It looks so beautiful, and you will get confident after that when you will use this kind of word, when you will be familiar with this particular word. So please try to read at least once, and watch this video 2 times, so that you will be very much of sure that okay, I can use this kind of words, and it would be so helpful and productive for you and every one of you. Next word is so this was it. I hope you have enjoyed a lot by watching or hearing all these words, and if like you can use this word, and I hope so. So this was it for today. I'm ending my session, and I hope you'll definitely like it. So please do like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notification very earlier. And so this was it. I hope you have enjoyed it. So bye, have a nice day, stay blessed.